Avast, and welcome back to Ship of Fools, a nautical D&D actual play podcast. My name is Hannah McLean, and I am your dungeon master on this nautical adventure. Joining me today, I have Andy Latai.
Finn Fisher.
What the hell?
No, Lonnie Stevenson.
I was like shivering because we're in the ice.
Regin stuck with her.
And Taylor Wallace.
Malachi Kassir.
Thank you.
I don't know what that was. Malachi Kassir.
Welcome to episode 30, everybody. 30! This is an exciting number.
Oh, so true.
Oh my god,
shit.
30!
That's a lot.
That's actually very much a lot.
Wow, if we were sitcom characters, we'd be having existential crises.
Speak for yourself.
Thank God we're not having existential crises.
Not one of us. Not ever.
Well, right, but like not about this specifically,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Welcome back to Ship of Fools. Let's do a little bit of a recap as to where we are right now, and then we will go ahead and dive in. So, the boys find themselves on the Dragon Islands, doing a sort of test of strength and power that is known on the islands as the Ascent. Last episode, they began their journey up this very spiky mountain with a big thunderstorm on top. Last episode, they began their journey by going into kind of an underwater cave. Well, first they spoke with Elmo, the dragon turtle, and then they went into an underwater cave, bringing them to this swamp where they defeated an ooze and a couple of big lizards before moving on to
Just like old times.
just like old times, before moving on to a forested area that Regin bypassed by just setting it on fire.
Regin is not a role model, everybody.
Thoroughly burning the forest down, but managing to get yourselves through the forest and the subsequent desert and into another passageway, which led up to where you guys found yourselves in a snow-covered cavern. You poked around a little bit before several kobolds, several small silver and white wormlings, as well as those guys kind of burst out from under the snow as a snow sculpture of a dragon kind of slowly began to move. So as we pick up here, all of them are looking at you kind of rather aggressively. Or at least the kobolds and the young dragons kind of look aggressive. The snow dragon is just sort of like slowly getting to her feet and kind of like peering at you guys with these sort of crystalline snow sculpted eyes. And she sort of tips her head and she's like, "Travelers, welcome. What brings you here?"
Thank you.
Elmo did.
Ah,
Yes.
how's he doing? It's been a while.
He's good.
Seems great, yeah. We're
What
just
brings you here?
we're just passing through.
I am the guardian of this chamber.
Oh, neat.
That makes sense.
Yeah? I imagine you want to pass through and continue on with your journey.
Is that okay?
She, like, looks around and the others around her. And
I give her a big thumbs up.
she looks back and she's like, "You think I'm just gonna be like, yes, go ahead, and you're gonna keep going?
Maybe it's a test of manners.
If you ask nicely."
Please, may we?
Wow. That was a good thought. A good thought.
Pretty please?
Unfortunately, there must be at least somewhat of a test. A contest of strength.
I hold out my arm to arm wrestle Regin.
I rip my shirt off.
Why would it be against each other?
She said a test of strength. I figure this is the easiest way.
Yeah. We can do this.
The snow dragon laughs, and she says, No, a test against us.
Oh, but these are babies, right?
Yes, they are. One of the little wormlings kind of like does like a somersault in the air and kind of like laughs, and like a whole bunch of like ice crystals go out of its mouth.
You want us to fight your babies?
Well, they're not my babies. I'm a construct of snow and a magical creation of this place.
And an irresponsible babysitter, I must say.
You're the guardian of this chamber, though. You have a responsibility.
I am sort of like a babysitter, yes. But this particular...
I give a little look sort of behind my hand to Finn and Regin, like, how much is she getting paid?
Are we in the wrong line of work?
Like, who hired this? Not gonna finish that sentence.
You've all been very polite. You've all been very polite so far. I think perhaps we could do some other sort of competition. She sort of looks around at the dragons around her, and you see one of the...
All right, rocks, paper, scissors.
This doesn't end well for you.
One of the kobolds scoops up some snow from the ground and starts packing it into a snowball.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes!
The snow dragon kind of grins. And she's like, I don't know if any of you have much experience with wintry climates like this.
No.
But perhaps you could learn.
I'm sorry, what is he making?
The kobold grins at you and then chucks the snowball directly at your face. That's only a 10 to hit. It kind of splatters against the front of your armor somewhat harmlessly.
Hey, question. Do I, like, is Gillsbury up in a place that has, like, a snowy season, or no?
You tell me. I've been picturing Gillsbury as pretty tropical, but it's your hometown.
Oh, God. I'm gonna say no. Probably not.
Yeah.
Am I the only person from a strong northern kingdom here?
I think, yeah.
Yep. I think Reagan's the only person who's seen snow.
Banking on the fact that north works in the right same way as it does here.
Don't worry, guys. I can hold 3 snowballs at once.
Maybe if you're from the extreme south, Nolani.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if I'm a penguin.
One of the little wormlings, one of the white ones, like, flies over to you guys and kind of looks at you, and is like...
When it splats against my armor, I'm like, that didn't answer my question.
If we win, then we get to shoot you guys with ice, and if you win, then you just get to go on by yourselves.
That's really, like, a desirable prize for you?
Yeah! It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, until we lose, if we lose, you won't be shooting us with ice?
No! Okay, so let me explain how this is gonna work. I think it'll be easier for me to just tell you the rules. So you guys are going to get, and the snow dragon kind of explains this, that you guys are going to get a couple minutes to each build a snow fort. The way we're gonna do that is that we're going to have you, between the 3 of you, you get to make a survival check, an athletics check, and a nature check. I need one person to do each of those. And then we're going to combine them all together. Like the totals that you roll, we're just going to add them all together, and that will kind of determine the quality of your defenses that you're able to structure together in these couple of minutes. Then you and I'm going to do the same rolls for the dragons. And then you guys are going to throw snowballs at each other, which are they're improvised weapons that do a d4 of damage. None of you are proficient in them.
Are they?
So you can add it, but I'll let you add your strength or your dex. You can choose whether you want to use strength or dex for these. And whoever kind of destroys the other's fort first wins the competition.
Very cool. Dibs on athletics.
Maybe not, though.
Survival.
Who's got a good nature?
None of us. We all dumped in.
I have +4 to nature.
That's, I think, the
That's
best.
good.
Yeah, I have +4 to nature, +6 to survival, -1 to athletics.
Yeah,
My
what's
athletics
everyone's stuff?
My athletics is a +7. The other 2 are 0s.
Okay, so maybe Andy does survival, I'll do nature, and Nolani does athletics, because I also have a +7 to athletics.
Nice.
But I have a +3 to nature. So that way we're only losing 1 on the nature.
Yeah,
Smart.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Should we roll it now?
Unfortunately, Malachi really has no experience with this sort of nature. But
Okay, yes, go ahead and roll, and then each of you tell me what you get.
I got a nat 20!
I also got a 920! Oh my god!
Pressure's on, bud.
I got an 18 that came to a 25. So
Okay, so we have a 25,
that's
a
a
23,
26
and a
for me.
26.
I look around at the room and I'm like, wait,
Fuck yeah.
guys, ice is just water.
Can I rage? Will it help me if I rage?
I
Help you what?
I assure you, you're good. I'm going to make your fort even better than I'd planned my highest tier to be because you crit twice.
Yeah, crits on nature and survival, so maybe we can have cool, like, little, like, arrow slits to throw the snowballs out.
We have a crenellated snow
Oh,
fort.
it can look, yeah, it looks however you want it to. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for my guys. As you guys are constructing this.
Finn just buries his face in the snow and inhales deeply.
Okay, I think Malachi, while this is happening, Malachi doesn't want... When Finn says snow is just water, Malachi's like, oh, I'm not touching this. So I start directing them to build the blocks. So Regin's strength score can be me bossing him around to haul the blocks.
For sure.
And my nature is sort of surveying the whole thing, and Finn's survival can be like, he uses his water to meld everything together so it's structurally sound.
Sure.
Regin's like just beast moded out. Like the shirt is off, the blocks are being hoisted. He's living out all the childhood dreams that he never had.
Regin, you're gonna get cold.
No!
Okay, well, if we're trying to build a really strategic defense here, we need to be able to see what's coming from every possible angle, but that viewpoint needs to be narrow enough that their missiles can't get through to us. So I say that block should be moved like 2 inches to the left. Finn, you can still stick your arm through there, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not very muscular.
Perfect.
It just turns into a military encampment.
Yes, essentially.
I'm slender and flexible.
You see on the other side.
Wait, Finn reaches his finger down, picks up some snow, and rubs it across his eyes like the mud from before.
It melts off in half a second.
You see on the other side of the room, the kobolds and the wormlings are working together to build a fort that is also a good fort. They rolled pretty well. They make a solid fort. It's got some kind of nice, like, bulwarks and stuff like that. You see them stockpiling snowballs behind it. And then the camera just kind of pans over to, like, the full castle that you guys have somehow
There's a sculpture of the
constructed.
lurker in the back.
And we've
Yes.
got
Got a
a
moat.
sculpture of Bruce sitting on the top of our wall.
Great, good.
Our snowballs, I think, should have ice shards embedded in them, like sea mines.
All right, Calvin.
Bruce has like a trebuchet arm that we can use to launch the snowballs.
Great. Okay, so
Nature is the only intelligence skill that I don't have a +0 to, guys.
Ancient's Paladin.
Yeah.
So you guys' fort has 30 hit points. The kobold, the dragon fort has 20 hit points. You guys can all go ahead and as you set up your defenses behind your forts, it's an action to throw a snowball. If you want to use spells and stuff to do other things, you can. Although not like... The point is to damage the forts with the snowballs, so you can, like, buff yourselves. You can't be like, I want to shoot it with an Eldritch Blast. That is deviant play.
Oh, can I also, as we're finishing up, just before the fight starts, I want to cast Minor Illusion and just, like, illusion the wall of our fort to look higher than it is at one point.
Okay.
Just to sort of confuse them a little bit.
Sure, I'll let that give them disadvantage on their first roll. Sick. Okay. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
All right.
13.
5.
9.
Good for us.
I'm just too busy, like, roiding out in the snow. You're having to stop me from eating yellow snow right now.
I'm sorry, where'd the yellow snow come from?
Don't worry about it.
What's that?
Wow. I rolled so well for their initiative, guys.
It's lemon flavored, Malachi. Try it, you'll like it.
I don't eat water. That's not how that works.
That explains why you're so stopped up all the time.
I drink water.
You gotta keep it loose.
How you're supposed to.
Finn's face is just covered in snow.
Malachi's like frantically testing the tension on the Bruce Springsteen arm.
Finn looks like who is it? Pacino in that one scene in The Godfather where he's just covered in cocaine.
You might be thinking of Scarface.
Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, that makes sense.
The snow dragon kind of takes up a position in between the snow forts and kind of like looks back and forth, gives you guys kind of an impressed nod, and then waves her tail for everyone to go ahead and start.
Oh, is she the referee? Cool.
At the top of the initiative are the silver wormlings. I'm just gonna have them all kind of together make one attack so that it's more or less even between you guys and them. They're going to go ahead and roll.
This is the cutest thing I've ever pictured in my mind.
Ooh, okay, that does not hit. Your fort's armor class is a 17 because it was a extremely good fort. So especially with disadvantage from Finn's minor illusion, their snowball goes right through the illusory part of the fort and does not impact. Now the white ones are going to go. Ooh, they also do not hit. It just kind of splatters against the front of it. And the kobolds...
Is this how this game is supposed to go?
Yeah, man, I used up all my good rolls on initiative. So all of their first attacks do not hit. That is Finn's turn.
So have we started? I can't tell because you guys aren't like hitting us.
Oh, we shouldn't be rude. They're babies.
So I got a 16.
That hits. Go ahead and roll a d4 of damage. Doesn't add anything to it.
That's a whopping 2 damage.
Okay. Fantastic. That is going to be Regin. That is your turn.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
And that is a whopping 1 damage.
Beautiful. You guys are starting to whittle it down as your snowballs kind of chip away at the top of this fort. Malachi.
I load one into the Bruce Trebuchet arm. I really need this to work, guys.
I can't decide if I want you to crit or if I want you to completely miss.
I really, really need this to work.
How did he do that? He says he's never been to bench school. He just built a fucking tribute.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's a 10, even with my strength. Bruce's arm falls off in my hand. Oh, God. Do I get to make a second attack, though, Hannah?
No. You get one attack. Attack with snowball. Okay, that's going to be the silver dragons again.
I slump to my knees. Devastated.
I give him a Gatorade.
Is this how you made that?
Ooh, that is exactly a 17, so that will hit. Oh, and I rolled a 4, so you guys' fort is down to 26 hit points.
I take one in the chest and I collapse back against Malachi. I'm like,
Regin, speak to me! Speak to me!
Tell my wife.
Regin, there's nothing on you.
Regin, you're married?
It impacted the wall. Are you okay, man?
I'm just playing with you.
The white dragons also...
I push him into the yellow snow.
Yeah. As you guys are having this tender moment, another snowball from the kobolds smashes into the wall. This one for 2 damage.
They get to go twice.
So you guys are at 24. Okay, Finn, that is your turn again.
All right. Not 1.
You're
that
distracted.
comes to a 0?
It comes to a 4. I accidentally throw it like behind me and hit Regin again.
Released too early.
Tell my husband.
A kid learning to pitch a softball.
Regin, it's your turn.
I'm gonna roll a different one.
I'm like serving up snowballs to everyone from my mage hand.
I just forgot how to do math.
Just.
14.
14 unfortunately just misses.
Boo.
Malachi, that's your turn.
I'm letting you win because you're babies. And that's what you do when you're playing video games with babies. You let them win.
This is real life, Regin.
Oh, yeah.
You see that the kobolds, who look like they're, like, distinctly, like, teenagers, look very supremely offended by this.
Oh my god! I rolled a 6 again. It keeps rolling from the higher numbers, so that's a miss. Jesus Christ. I'm burying the arm.
Malachi decapitates Bruce.
Ooh, Silver Dragons also miss. Damn. At least...
Sorry to any of our non-American
there we
listeners
go.
who don't understand Bruce Springsteen as a concept.
The man is an international star.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a difference between, like, being from New Jersey and getting Bruce Springsteen. And
None of us are from New Jersey.
I know. And thank God for that.
The kobolds, fueled by being called babies, managed to hit your fort. The silver and white wormlings look like they're also getting distracted by putting on some elaborate pageant in the back of their fort.
I get it.
They're constructing war narratives. Oh my god. They're too young.
And it's your turn again.
All right, let's go. 21.
That hits. Go ahead and roll.
We see the little baby wormlings acting out the scene that Regin just tried to do with Malachi. Except for they've somehow obtained fake blood.
I hope it's fake.
They have squibs.
And 2 damage.
Regin, that is you.
Trying to work out a pun with Saving Private Ryan, but I don't know enough words about dragons. 14 again.
Damn.
Saving Private Freeon.
14 just misses. Finn, I realized we forgot Nurgle. Is he around?
Oh.
Oh my god, yeah, he's here. Can he throw
Can
a
Nurgle,
snowball?
like, drop bombs?
Nurgle can give you guys the help action by dropping bombs if you want.
Can
if you want
Nurgle
to use
shit
it to
on
give
them?
one of you guys advantage.
Nice.
Can you do it for me right now since I'm about to go?
Yeah, Malachi needs a win.
Okay. Go ahead.
I really do, man. I don't think I'll need it, actually, but... We're gonna go with the 23 to hit.
Beautiful. Roll a d4. You finally, Nurgle kind of like swoops in from the top and demonstrates the weak spot.
And I roll a 4 for damage!
Yes!
Thank goodness for air support.
I truly will reinvent
This is for the boss!
Ooh. Okay. Nat 1 from the kobolds. They're distracted by Nurgle, but the other 2 both hit. So you guys take... Ooh, combined total of 3 damage to your fort. Which is now sitting at a solid 18 hit points.
Batten the hatches!
One of your little snow towers kind of starts to slump to the side.
Oh no.
I hold it up with my arms.
Regin, I forgot to build hatches!
Do we have the option to reshore our defenses to restore hit points? Like, could Finn,
Oh,
like,
sure.
could we,
Yeah.
like, re-ice?
I'd let you use your action to, like, repack in. I'd let you roll a d4 and add that to your hit points instead of...
Finn create water. Patch up a hole.
I think mathematically we're better off if we just keep pushing on.
Fair.
Judging by my lack of hits, hard to say.
17 to hit.
That does hit. Go ahead and do your damage.
3 damage.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful. It is starting to look, it's just starting to fall apart. I'm running out of ways to describe snow
man.
forts. Okay. Regin.
Nope. Rolled a 2.
Regin, your shirt is off, and that's really not helping you in these kind of cold conditions.
Hey Regin, are your fingers supposed to look blue?
Regin, you're gonna blind someone.
Malachi, that is your turn.
With Nurgle's help.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it this time. That was a 2. I miss. I see their fort crumbling, and I kind of like pull my throw because I feel bad because I like ineffectually like I can't do this over audio, but I
Yeah.
I kind of like release too late and just throw it like at the base of their fort. Like, oh man, I miss. God, you guys are your fort's too tough.
The teenagers start playing Papa Roach in their...
Wow, that does not seem to bolster the other side even a little bit. As they kind of, you get the sense that maybe they're also taking pity on you, as they kind of are like, oh, these guys have never been around snow, aren't dragons, like clearly need our help.
Yeah, life sucks for us.
Finn, that's your turn.
Hey, have either of you been like keeping track?
No.
How are we doing?
Who do you think I am? We're at 18 still.
What are they at?
They're at 8, I believe.
Oh, then let's fucking press the offensive. 8.
Does not hit.
I think their AC is 15.
Oh, sorry,
but-
Regin.
Finn, tell my third cousin Boris.
Oh, you know Boris?
It's Boris, your cousin too.
Regin, that's your turn.
Oh, fucking finally, that's an 18.
Yeah, roll your damage.
1.
Okay. Better than nothing.
Gotta get a new D4.
Malachi.
I rub Reagan's hands really fast to try to get circulation back.
I stare tenderly into Finn's eyes as he does this. And then the second he looks up, I look away.
I flex my rapidly cooling fingers, which have been limber thus far due to their time soaking up the warmth in the desert.
Oh, true. You've just been melting the snow around you, haven't
Oh yeah, I'm just standing on grass.
Just walks in and instantly starts steaming.
Oh, that's where crop circles come from.
I rolled, well, with my strength, that's gonna be an 18.
You hits.
So, 3 damage.
Beautiful. Their fort looks like it is one good hit away from completely collapsing.
Yes.
They're gonna see how much damage they can do to you guys. Ooh. Ooh! Oh! Wow, okay, well, the kobolds aren't doing so great, but the silver wormlings hit and the white wormlings crit. So you guys take...
Baby rights.
Yeah, all of a sudden they stop playing around, and you see them kind of like, and their little faces just get really angry.
Sick of the teens not pulling their weight, that's why.
Baby!
You take, but I don't roll super well in the d4s, so you only take a combined total of 5 damage to your snow fort from that.
Alright.
Wow, those teens need to really pick up the pace.
Finn, that is your turn.
13 to hit.
No. Fort's still holding strong.
Nope, 14.
Oh man.
I stick my tongue out at
I
them.
think these are loaded.
You just gotta roll an intimidation check, Reagan, that's all.
So true!
22 to hit.
Hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh boy. Here we
Finish
go,
that.
boys.
Wow, Malachi's really hit his stride.
He had to get warmed up.
Ah! I rolled a 3, so they're down to 1.
Oh, they're down to 1 hit point.
Ooh.
We see the last of them, like, cowering behind their final tower.
They've all packed behind this, like, one narrow sliver
They're
of
all,
snow.
like, all behind each other's
Stacked
backs,
on
like it's a
top of
line
each
that
other.
goes, like, 5 babies back.
Once again, well, this time the kobolds and the white ones hit, so you guys take a final 4 damage to your snow fort, which brings you guys down to 9. However,
This is anybody's race if we don't hit.
and it is your turn.
I feel the water. I am the water. Just very cold and
I'm
packed.
pointing the little babies lined up behind the tower out to Reagan. I'm like, look, you can see them. This is terrible. Like,
I have my eyes closed, breathing deeply.
defense-wise, this is just impermissible.
Nat 20! Yeah, what's a bad way of doing it now?
Great. Yeah, you thoroughly hit the snow fort. It completely crumbles into snow. You see all the wormlings and the kobolds kind of tumble back into the snow.
Aw.
They seem vaguely annoyed, but not that irritated in the end.
I throw them the Gatorade.
You see a couple of the wormlings like breathe out these cones of like very icy shards that definitely would have done some damage to you guys if they were breathing it at you. But instead it just kind of goes harmlessly into the air and then sort of falls down as snowflakes.
Oh, it's very
Confetti.
Hey, are any of you Gersh's kids?
pretty. What?
They kind of laugh and shake their heads, and they're like, one of them is like, yeah, we're sort of like, we just kind of live in this mountain. It's a little bit vague in terms of where we actually come from.
Okay.
That's fair.
You know.
Yeah, happens to the best of us.
I think you guys did a really good job. I do think next time maybe you and the teens need to work together a little bit more. Maybe you'll get them next time.
The kobolds are sulking, like, at the back of the cave, not paying any
Malachi starts
attention.
drawing up schematics and, like, handing them to them.
I whispered to one of the kobolds, sorry about the square.
I show them my little blueprint that I drew in the dirt at my feet.
Malachi begins instructing bench school.
The snow dragon kind of, like, smiles affectionately and is like, "You're welcome to continue whenever you'd like." And she kind of gestures behind her. You see another opening that leads on to the rest of the ascent.
May I give her a hug?
Thank you.
Yeah, you do. It's very, very cold. It is hugging.
Yeah, you're already
snow, and
hypothermic,
you already
dude.
have your shirt off.
I would, but I don't want to melt her at all, so...
I say thank you. You're beautiful and I love you.
Have fun. Good luck. Most of the other rooms are not this nice.
Are we able to take a little bit of a rest here? Or no, we just took one. We're fine.
Okay, you guys continue on out of the ice cave, and you hear you feel the cold behind you. The cold air sort of slowly starts to warm up. The ice crystals that have coated the wall begin to melt, and you begin to hear a kind of...
I stare at the snowball I took with me as it slowly melts in my hand.
pulls away, the water drips down to the floor. As you begin to notice that the walls around you begin to get distinctly more igneous and magma-like.
And
as you guys walk and begin to feel a heat even hotter than the heat that you'd come from with the desert, radiating from in front of you as this sort of red glow lights up the walkway ahead of you. Eventually, you guys kind of come around. The path is getting, as you're going up this mountain, the path is getting, like, the corkscrew is getting tighter. And you find yourselves entering into a room that is this kind of, like, rocky, dark cavern lit only from the pools of magma in the floor. And specifically, it's like a very large pool of magma that you do not see any immediate way of crossing, although you do notice, as you guys kind of stand on the shore and look here as you sort of size up the room, you can see that there is another, like, cave entrance on the opposite side of the cavern from you. And that the magma pool is not still. It is flowing in one direction toward the other side of the cavern.
But where's Zane?
And that there is a little raft kind of at the shore where you guys are, just kind of like moored to the side of the shore. And it looks like if you were to untie it, it would start to drift across to the other side.
Magma. The rock that dreams of being water.
Alright, so we're just gonna need
I think that's a bold
little guy,
assumption.
a freaky little bald guy in a loincloth. We'll drop him in, the body
what?
temperature hitting the magma will cause it to cool, forming a crusty
Sorry, do we have a guy in a
surface
loincloth?
I get
that
it.
will... that will then take a few extra plot-critical moments to break through.
I jealously grasp at the gold ring in my pocket.
I catch Finn trying to chew off my ear. No, stop that.
I'll go call the Eagles, I guess.
Alright, so, hey,
Are
Regin.
you guys gonna get on the raft?
Yeah.
Hey, I can teleport. Malachi can teleport. Regin, can you teleport?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Regin, can you fly yet?
I cannot teleport. No. Nor can
Okay,
I
so
fly.
Also, speaking of teleport, it looks like this is about, you guys can size up that from, like, the edge of the shore where you're going to get on the raft to the other side where you need to, there's like a little ledge ahead of the door you presumably need to go through, is about 120 feet.
Alright, well, I guess it's raft time.
So the lava, like, goes the extent of the room, or or whatever it is.
Yeah, there
so
isn't,
we
like,
can't
there's
go
like
around?
little, like, ledges and outcroppings, but nothing, like, big enough to stand on. It's like stalactites and stuff.
Again with the stalagmite.
It's a cave!
Hey, would you say that having proficiency in water vehicles applies to a raft that is on a river, even if the river is not technically of water?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Mount up, boys. We're going rafting.
All right. Will this thing hold all 3 of our weights at once?
It looks like it.
Or is this one of those riddles about, like, the chicken and the crocodile? And
If you leave Finn
All right,
and
so we
Regin.
can't leave Regin and Nurgle.
Do we think I'll melt if I step in there?
Whoa, good question.
I think you'd all
I
melt.
dunk Malachi in, holding his heel like he is Achilles.
Perfect.
Okay, you guys
I come
get
out.
on
I have
the
a
raft.
+3 to attacks.
As soon as you guys get on the raft, are you going to go ahead and unmoor it?
Yes.
As soon as you unmoor it, it begins to drift toward the opposite side of the cave. As it does, you notice a few things happen. For one thing, you begin to notice that there are, like, kind of like jets on the side of the wall that are shooting out hot air. And the other thing you notice is that occasionally there are little bubbles of magma that are shooting up, almost as if they have, like, a mind of their own.
I lay down in the raft.
Everybody go ahead and roll initiative, and then I'm going to explain to you how this is going to work.
7.
Roll for Nurgle, too.
5 again. I've rolled an absurd number of 6s tonight.
12.
22.
Oh. So, here's how this is going to work. The boat needs to go 120 feet. It moves at a speed of 20 feet per round. So at the base right now, we are talking 6 rounds of this.
Hannah, don't make me do a word problem. You
Don't
know
worry,
that's my
don't worry.
weakness.
You guys have access to all of your normal attacks, spells, abilities, etc. But you also, if you'd like, you can choose to use your action to do an athletics check to essentially push the raft forward.
With what? Our hands? You said it would melt
There's like
us.
a pole. There's like a pole
Okay.
that you can kind of like push yourself through like an
yes.
oar.
For crossing the river.
It is, the athletics check is a DC 20. It's a fairly high DC, I'll just tell you that straight up right now. But if you succeed, you fully move yourselves forward an additional 20 feet, like essentially skipping an entire round. Or you can choose to use your actions to do other things, give each other the help action, etc. That is the situation as you understand it.
Okay.
Regin, you are up first on initiative count 22.
Athletics check.
Awesome.
That one.
Wait, Regin, do you have a +3 or +4 strength?
+3.
How do you have a 7 athletics?
Because I can't count. And it's a 6, and I just was speaking incorrectly.
Sorry, I just...
Regin,
No, you're completely right.
secret athletics expertise.
That just struck me in the brain.
I just eat shit.
Cool. Yeah, Regin, you take the oar and you kind of go, but turns out liquid rock does not behave exactly like water, so you're there's a little bit of a learning curve.
What?
On
would've
initiative
thunk?
count 20, there is a large kind of bubbling from the magma next to you guys, and you see a glob of magma kind of shoots out at you. I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, no.
You're in
we get a
Malachi's
+4.
aura. Yep.
Yeah, but it's Dex.
It is dex. It is that.
17.
It's a 13.
Okay.
21.
Cool. Malachi, you take...
Oh, shocker. Big rock paladin fails the Dex save.
Malachi, you take 13 points of damage.
Oh.
Regin and Finn both take 6 points of fire damage as this
Oh.
magma kind of splatters over you guys.
Oh, that's hot.
Finn, that is going to be Nurgle's turn. Would you like him to... Right now I'm assuming he's just kind of flying above you guys.
I guess... Nurgle, help us out. The next athletics check.
Cool.
Do it by intimidating the magma.
So true.
Cool. Nurgle flies down to help. On initiative count 10, you guys see that they're actually... The magma moves again, and you ready yourselves to kind of jump out of the way of another, like, lava spurt. But instead you see these two little, like, creatures, basically, with like
boy.
little faces, kind of lunge out of the lava at you guys. They are going to grab for Finn and Regin's ankles. So that is going to
Not
be
my ankles.
14 to hit Finn. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Nice. And a... Damn. That one for me as well. So both of them fail to hit Regin and Finn, as you see them, like, reach
Thank
for
you,
you with
mage
these
armor.
little hands. And they just kind of, like, chitter in frustration and sink back down into the lava.
They got babies in here, too?
Yeah, but they're feet, guys.
Oh.
You guys also, I forgot to describe it. I forgot my own thing that I was doing here. You guys notice as you're drifting across the lava that the like upper corners of this cavern are lined with red and gold scales. Just
Makes
to
sense.
establish that out there. Okay, Finn, that is your turn.
Well, I guess nothing to do besides do an athletics check.
Okay.
7.
No, not effective. You're discovering the same thing as Regin. This is not water.
Wait, actually it's a 10. So I forgot, I'm proficient with water vehicles.
No. Actually, you know what? Yeah, if you're not proficient in athletics, I'll let you add your proficiency from water vehicles. Yeah. Cool. Or did you want Nurgle to give you advantage, or do you want Nurgle to give Malachi advantage?
Malachi. I think I'm a lost cause when it comes to athletics checks.
So true. Malachi, that is going to be your turn.
Oh, boy. All right, so that's going to be a 22.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Hot of
Malachi,
you.
Nurgle, like, you grab the ore, take it in your hand, stick it into the magma, and Nurgle, like, flies by and goes, ah! Like, right as you do, and somehow it's inspiring.
So true, Nurgle.
You propel you guys forward. So on initiative count 0, the boat moves, because Malachi succeeded his check. The boat moves forward 40 feet on this turn. So you guys now have 80 feet left before the end of this thing. That is back at the top of initiative, Regin.
6. I'm not inspired by Nurgle. In fact, I'm frightened.
Cool. That is going to be the next lair action. So, you guys see one of these, like, jets on the side of the wall shoots out steam. I need everybody to make a strength saving throw.
19.
5.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful. This jet of steam shoots out at you guys, and you all feel your, like, as you inhale, you feel your muscles kind of becoming weaker. Only Finn is affected, however. Finn, unfortunately, you now have disadvantage on strength-based attacks, checks, and saving throws,
man.
such as athletics.
I take an extra deep breath because I'm like, steam! That's so close to water.
Does not feel good. However, like you said, you called yourself a lost cause a moment ago, so maybe the best person to fail this. Cool. That is going to be Nurgle's turn.
Stick with it, Nurgle.
Cool. He keeps flying above the surface of the lava. Next up, that is going to be the Magmans. They are going to, I think this time they will go for Regin and Malachi.
Magmans.
Ooh, that is a 19 to hit, Regin.
Yeah.
And does 18 hit you, Malachi?
It is my AC.
Nice. Cool. So, Regin, you take 5 fire damage. Malachi, you take also 5 fire damage. And both of you are ignited. You are both now on fire. You see your clothes go up in flames.
No! I start patting out the flames on my jacket.
Well, that's true. You start trying to save the jacket. Unfortunately, it does take an action to put the fire out. Otherwise, you will take fire damage at the top of your turn as long as you remain on fire. Somebody else can put the fire out on someone else.
Oh god, if only there was some sort of elemental force that could extinguish fire. Oh god.
If only Finn were to go next who had create water.
So the only piece of clothing I'm wearing is pants.
Yeah, so your pants are on fire.
Well, you have the jacket tied around your waist.
Oh, true. I forgot I had done that.
Finn, that is your turn.
Not the jackets! And I create water over us.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait, hold on. Can I put it out without using up a spell slot?
I will say that it takes an action to just kind of pat the fire out. Create water, I'll let you get both of them and douse both of them. Otherwise, it's just an action to put it out on one of them.
I create water.
Cool.
We're not losing these jackets, man.
Not after everything we went through.
So just like over our heads, a sudden burst of water drops
Oh
down.
wow, that actually felt nice for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, refreshing.
Cool. Malachi, that's your turn.
And I shout into the river, I'm gonna have some harsh words for Bowser after this.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do another, whatever I'm supposed to be doing.
Athletics.
Was that some gamer reference I'm too sexy to understand?
Bowser?
You know who
You
Bowser
know
is.
who Bowser is.
I mean, I know who he is. I don't know his deal. Could I pick him out of a lineup? I don't know.
I call bull. But I just got a 26 on the check, so
Wow.
we're cruising.
You sure are cruising. Cool. On initiative 0, the boat moves forward another 40 feet. You guys are now only 40 feet from the opposite shore. Awesome. Top of the round, Regin, that is your turn.
I'm no longer on fire, but my pants are singed.
Yes. But in kind of a sexy way.
Am I the guy wearing a loincloth now?
Oh, I guess also we're all probably just like aggressively steaming.
Oh yeah, the water like immediately when it hit the magma turned to steam.
I rolled a 7.
You're getting the bad rolls out now, it's okay.
So true.
I'm
I'm just gonna sit down. I sit down on the raft. I'm like, you know what? This isn't fun anymore.
You were having fun?
Cool. On the lair action, once again, there is a kind of bubble of magma that bursts right in front of you guys. Everybody make dexterity saving throws for me.
18.
21.
Nice.
I rolled a nat 1, so that's the 0.
You get your aura. It's a 4.
Okay, so it's a 4.
Be a lot funnier if it was.
Malachi takes 12 fire damage. The two of you take 6 fire damage.
I like had thrown wide my arms after the rain, being like, "Oh yeah, wow!"
Cool. Nurgle continues to help Malachi, I assume.
Yeah.
Nice. The Magmins are going to lunge up at Regin and Malachi. No, Finn and Malachi this time. Finn, that is only a 10 to hit. And Malachi, that's only a 9 to hit. So both of them, they go up, and you see that they hit some of the like still steaming water on the sides of the raft and kind of like shriek and fall back into the lava. Finn, your turn.
I'm actually gonna summon my tentacle on the raft and have it sort of wave threateningly.
Okay, you can do that.
Just as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Because as of 6th level, my tentacle can also reduce the damage to people who take damage within 10 feet of me.
Nice.
Smart.
I position it like it's a figurehead on the front of the raft.
Malachi, that's your turn.
That's a nat 20.
Beautiful.
No need to re-roll that, so it's going to 27.
Nice. Okay, with a nat 20, Malachi, you stick the ore in the magma, you hit one of the magmins and kind of use his body to kind of propel you guys forward.
I pretend that I don't feel anything. I don't know what that was.
Weird rock.
And you propel you the remaining 40 feet forward, and your boat kind of crashes into the other side, and you guys are able to safely hop off
Nice.
on the other side.
Wow, good thing I summoned my tentacle, huh?
Great work, Finn.
I think so.
I high-five Nurgle for all his help. Even though all of my re-rolls were worse than my original rolls.
Cool. And you guys kind of get out of the immediately like hot, fiery cavern, and you find yourselves on one more path that leads up.
All right. Before we go up, I'm actually not doing super hot. Could we sit for a sec?
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah, there's nothing to prevent you from short resting here.
Gonna burn the rest of my hit dice.
Man, we are not going to get back till late.
You guys take another short
What
rest.
did I get so hurt from?
I rolled a 1 and 2 2s.
Ugh.
4d10, and I rolled 14 total. Ridiculous.
I'm back up to 36.
And your max is 38, right, Andy?
Yeah.
I get 26 back, I believe.
God, I am really just not playing an optimized build. There's something wrong with this guy.
I'm at 53 out of 66, Hannah.
Cool.
I'm at 34 out of 45.
What if I put Regin up to full? Yes, I'll do that. Regin, you're up to full.
You want to put me like 5 under full?
Why would I want to do that?
Just in case we need them later. In case this goes south real quick.
I'll still have some left.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take the full.
Yeah.
Vibes. Okay. So, you guys take your little break kind of here in this magma tube, and then you continue on up to the top of the mountain. The magma tube opens up for the first time since you guys have started the ascent outside. You begin to walk along this path that wraps around up the exterior of the mountain. And kind of as soon as you leave the lava behind, you start hearing the wind and the thunder. As you guys walk this path up toward where you can now see clearly the small but strong thunderstorm that is roiling up at the top of this mountain.
I keep a mindful eye on Regin.
You guys start feeling the rain kind of hitting your skin. As you
That's nice.
as you you see the lightning streaking through the roiling clouds above. As the path wraps around the edge of the ascent, and you find yourselves at the very top of the mountain, where there is kind of the peak kind of comes up on like one side and ends in this very spiky point, and then kind of right below that there's this like flat plateau, kind of ringed by these rocks that go up into the peak. And so it's this kind of half open to the air, half sheltered by these big rocks. This about 60 foot, like a 60-foot diameter circular space that you guys find yourselves standing in. The entire floor of this plateau is coated in blue and bronze scales, just kind of reflecting a little bit as the lightning flashes above them. You all feel the wind whipping through your hair, the rain hitting your skin, as you guys are standing.
I pull my jacket up over my head.
You pull up the hoodies of your little hoods. Nurgle kind of like huddles in a little bit closer to Finn, kind of looking around him.
Alright, the Greybeards should be around here somewhere, I'm sure.
I look at the others and I'm like, do you think they shuffle this, like, depending on who is having the emotional climax moment at the top? Or do you think it's always like this and this is just really convenient?
I think I gotta mix it up sometimes just for the sake that the guy's running the thing, you know? Like, I imagine that woman in there with all the babies, that must get pretty tiring, just babysitting 24/7 in a cave.
I don't think woman is the correct word to use there.
Yes, it is.
Did I say woman?
Malachi's a respectful boy.
You guys are standing there kind of having this hushed conversation, although you're trying to be hushed, but really you're having to like half shout to each other to be heard over the thunder. And you are cut off by an enormous crack of thunder as a huge bolt of lightning streaks through the sky above you and illuminates a shadowy figure that is perched up on the very tip top of the mountain. Claws kind of curled around the top of it. A draconic face snaking around the side.
Brill, stop doing that.
Brill?
You see what is clearly not your small kobold friend, but a full-sized bronze dragon that is peering around the side of the mountain. You guys can see, as you're looking up, you kind of have that momentary feeling of your heart skipping a beat at seeing this dragon peering down at you. But you kind of perceive, as you watch how it moves as it looks down on you, this dragon looks less like it is present or real and more like it is like an echo. Like this is a vestige of something left behind rather than a full creature in its own right. And it kind of smiles down at you, this big, toothy, draconic smile. And you see looks with these brilliant eyes directly at Regin, and says, "Welcome. You've done well to make it this far. Are you ready to test your strength properly?"
Yeah.
Malachi, it's arm wrestle time.
I release Reagan's hand from where I'm squeezing it so tightly so he can respond again in a more normal pitched voice.
Yes. Thank you, Your Majesty.
That will do.
Your brightness. You.
She grins with this look that is half affectionate, half ferocious, and she says, "Well, make yourselves ready then." And
oh shit!
Opens her mouth, and you see lightning crackling in her jaws. Everybody, go ahead and roll
Regin.
initiative.
I don't know. I've never had it used against me.
Oh man, I only got a 5.
Oh my god, I crit for the dragon.
Oh no!
I got a 5 that came to an 8.
I actually rolled decently well, so it's gonna be a 13 for me.
Nice.
That's good for me with dexterity.
Nurgle got a 9.
Cool.
Oh man, we're gonna get brutalized.
Hey, doesn't really matter, because she was going to go first either way, and she is going to open strong as you are all standing in a clump right together. She is going to open her jaws and shoot a bolt of lightning directly at you.
Oh, of course.
I need everyone to go ahead and make me dexterity saving throws.
Hannah.
Can't we just snowball fight or something?
Am I resistant?
Yes, you are.
Oh, cool.
21.
Well, I'm not gonna get it anyways. It's gonna be a 7.
I rolled a 2 that comes to a 9.
Okay. So you're resistant, so you're taking half. Finn's taking half because he passed. Malachi's going to take the full of this.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me a moment to do math.
I'd rather you didn't.
Do we have any healing things left, by the way?
No, it's all you.
I have a potion.
Okay, sick.
I have a water breathing potion.
Oh, and I still have all my mystery berries.
So long as Finn has a potion that could bring me up if necessary, we're good. Oh, this is taking too long. I don't like it.
Well, partly you're talking. Sick.
6? Did I hear 6 damage that comes
Yeah,
to a
6
3?
damage,
Okay,
sick.
perfect.
You sure did not. You heard 42 damage to Malachi, 21 damage to the two of you.
Damn good thing I had us do another short rest. Let me tell you.
You see
42?
42 to Malachi, 21 to each of the others of you.
Oh.
Okay.
And the bright spark, or this shadow of her, this manifestation of her power, takes off from the spire, does kind of like a little bit of a loop around, and then will land in front of you guys. And you see her wings kind of like fly out next to her, forming this kind of challenging presence right in front of you. Her eyes daring you to do whatever you'd like to do next. Malachi, that is your turn.
Jesus Christ. Hang on.
Hey, Malachi, you think maybe it would be like more proper for us to just let Regin handle this one on his own? You know, it's his ascent after all.
It's his ascent. Finn, does this mean you're at 17?
15.
Oh, worse than I thought. Great.
Take your time, think your little strategy.
Yeah.
That sounded more taunting than I meant.
It's we can see where the dragon is.
And she landed.
Okay. I don't know what that does.
Well, it means that you can hit her with a melee attack if you want, as opposed to her being in the air.
Yeah, let me just check a couple of things. Ah, damn. Dragons probably have pretty good constitution, don't they?
Yeah, it was ratified by every state and everything.
Well, she's not really well, she's dragon stats.
So how far is she from us?
She is, I'll say just a straight up 30 feet from you guys.
And are we at the edge of this little clearing?
You're kind of at the edge of the little clearing. She landed right in the middle.
Okay. I can picture it like a video game.
This whole thing is very video game.
Yeah.
God, and Regin hasn't learned any shouts yet.
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I will bless us all.
Cool.
And is it just like barren earth up here?
It's covered in scales. The floor is covered in scales, and then the walls are like rock. But it's like behind you guys is just open air. Kind of behind the dragon, there's like this curve of rock.
Well, I assume she'll beat this, but since I might as well do it, since I don't have anything else to do with my bonus action, I'm going to move so that these two are just at the edge of my aura, but that hypothetically I might be not keeping us all in one little bunch.
Okay.
And I want to try and cast Nature's Wrath on her.
Okay. Cool.
So she needs to make a save.
What kind of save?
Of either strength or dex.
Does she get to pick?
Oh, wait, shit. She has to be within 10 feet of me, so I guess... No, I can cast it on her and then I can run back, right?
Yeah, if you want to, you run forward 20 feet.
So that's
and then
what I'll
run
do.
Back
Yeah.
10 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. She is going to make a strength save.
Figured.
What's the DC?
Okay, my spell save DC is 15.
Cool. She actually fails. That's a 14.
Oh, hell yeah!
Dragons, weirdly, don't have that great strength saves. They're, like, fine, but not phenomenal.
So she's restrained. She can't
Cool.
fly.
Yeah, Malachi runs forward, and these vines erupt from the ground, just kind of, like, crisscrossing over the dragon and kind of pinning her wings, which she just spread out as this sort of challenge gets snapped back to her sides. Yeah, and she is restrained. Nice work.
Sorry, we need to keep this even playing field, so you need to stay on the ground for now. And
she grins, and there's a crackle of lightning kind of in her eyes as she does that.
When I see that, that's when I sort of back up. So I'm like, okay,
Cool.
and I regain the aura around all three of us.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, go on, Regin. You're Ascent.
Well, technically it's Nurgle's turn.
Nurgle, you're Ascent.
This has really been Nagel's Ascent all along.
Nurgle, go.
Gadget and Nurgle.
Fuck, I had a line and then I lost it. Nurgle, go help Regin out.
I am just standing here.
Yeah, but whatever you do is gonna have advantage.
Nurgle flies over. Regin, that is your turn. The restrained condition gives speed 0 and can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against her have advantage, and she has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay. How big would you say a dragon is?
This particular dragon is the class size, or is the size class large, which means were we on a grid, she would take up 4 squares.
Pretty big.
It's pretty big, but not huge.
So true.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Shatter
Nice.
as a 3rd level.
Cool. Yeah. You cast Shatter as a 3rd level. I need to make a saving throw?
Yes, con save, please.
Great. Yeah, her con saves, unfortunately, are phenomenal. That will succeed. That's a 25.
Would you say that she's made of an inorganic material, such as metal?
No.
Worth a try.
She is a bronze dragon, so I see the logic, but no.
Guys, spells are hard.
You're doing great.
22, which comes to then an 11.
Okay, she takes 11 damage from this thunderous clap that goes off right near her head.
I'm sending it, like, right in the middle of her space.
Fantastic. Do you have anything else you want to do with your turn?
What if I raged? No, I shan't.
Awesome. That is Finn's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna back up a bit. Well, actually, wait.
If you back up, you're out of my aura.
No, I'll do that at the end. So I'm going to, right off the bat, just fire off an Eldritch Blast at this dragon.
Excellent. Don't forget you have bless.
Oh.
And I have a nat 20.
Wow. Good for you. Okay.
Do what I could not.
So that's a nat 20 on the first one,
Okay.
and a dirty 21 on the second one.
Hell yes.
Both will hit. One of them's a crit.
Alright, so that is 28 damage altogether.
Wow. Good for you. Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty
awesome.
solid hit, actually. You see that she kind of is like under these vines, gets kind of her ears are still ringing, and then she gets impacted with these two beams of energy.
Boom. Still your Ascent, though, Regin. Don't mind me.
Bonus action.
You're Ascent, Regin. Just setting it up for you, bud.
This is a group thing.
You know, the set and spike, baby. Yeah, and then there's going to be, all of a sudden, a tentacle in front of this
Nice.
dragon. Even with the bless, that's an 11 to hit.
And 11 does not hit, no.
But it's there. It's scary.
It sure is there.
Whoa.
She kind of glances at it with kind of one side of her face, and laughs a little bit and goes like, "That's a fun trick."
Thanks.
Cool.
And then, see, the question is it better to stay with Malachi's aura, or better to just, like, get away from the dragon?
You could go to the other side of me so that you're far away from Regin, so we're all kind of spread out. Like if I'm in front of the dragon
Yeah.
where I ran back, and then Reagan's 10 feet behind me this way, and you're 10 feet behind me the other way, at least she hopefully couldn't get us all in one go.
Yeah, I do that. I go to, like, the other side of Malachi, so we're in, like, as distance a line as we can be.
Cool.
Also, I'm pretty sure my grandma wouldn't actually try to kill me, so
Oh,
don't worry.
What do you call this?
I wouldn't worry about that.
Ma'am, are you you're not actually his grandma, right?
I am not actually his grandma, although ancestor or connection, heritage, those would be applicable words, and I will actually kill you, yes.
Oh, okay.
It's that kind of family.
I appreciate her candor.
It's like a hamster situation.
Yes.
What?
Hamsters exist in this world now. I'm so sorry.
Unfortunately,
No idea what word you're saying.
Hamster?
Hamster?
Hamster.
Like the rodent?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hamster. What did you think I was saying?
I had no
Well, see,
idea.
I was thrown when you were like, hamsters exist in this world now, as if that was some, like, wild thing.
Well, don't get me into the domestication history of hamsters.
So, it is the dragon's turn now, the Bright Spark's turn. Unfortunately, she is restrained, and you guys are all out of her reach. And she doesn't get to repeat her save until the end of her turn, if I'm reading Nature's Wrath right.
Correct.
That's
Yes.
not fun. Let's see,
Yeah.
however, if she gets her breath weapon back.
I stick my tongue out at her.
Okay, Finn.
I smack Finn.
Ooh.
You can't.
You can't reach me.
And she does.
Oh.
However, you guys are no longer standing in a specific clump. I'm gonna say that, and this is one of those, so it is a lightning bolt. It is not like a cone, like a fire dragon's breath would be.
Nice. That's
So I'm
good.
gonna say she can only hit one of you. She's going to go ahead and attempt to hit Regin. So Regin, go ahead.
Actually,
It's your Ascent, buddy.
that's actually good. I thought she was gonna go for me, and I don't know if my Nature's Wrath sticks around if I'm gone.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me. You add aura, because you are still within Malachi's aura.
And you get blessed.
And you've got bless. Yep.
6 plus 4 is 10, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I come to a 27, so I'm fine.
Sick. Okay. Some people have positive dex. Great. So yeah, you succeed, and you have. So this roll is going to be halved twice. However, it is still a lot of dice.
Can I do like a sick backflip or something?
Sure. Regardless of whether or not you go down, I think I rolled pretty well on this. I'm seeing a lot of high numbers.
What the fuck, Hannah?
Sorry.
Hannah, respectfully, it's his ascent. So,
So sorry.
What the fuck, Hannah?
Hey, Reagan's not within 10 feet of my tentacle, is he?
No, because your tentacle's up by the dragon.
yeah.
Okay, maybe it's not that bad, actually. Never mind.
Well, if I die, at least I'm dying historic on the Fury Road.
Yeah, cool. So that is the roll is a flat 50 damage, halved to 25, halved from 25 to 12. You take 12 damage.
All right. Whoa. We're all about even.
Which you're
boys.
still up, actually. So yeah, you do a pretty sick backflip, kind of out of the way.
Backhand spring.
Nice. Yeah, as this lightning hits you, at the end of her turn, she will repeat her save against Nature's Wrath. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 15, right?
Yeah.
That's a 18. So she
It bought us one round.
It did buy you one round. She snaps all of the vines around her, and she actually will go ahead. Actually, well, she can't take off. She's still stuck on the ground because it's the end of her turn. So that is the Bright Spark's turn. Malachi, that's you.
Well, she's here. I will try to hit her.
Awesome. You charge forward and attempt to hit her with your sword.
All right. I do not have a sword still.
Yeah, hit her with your other weapon that's not a sword.
You just want me to have a sword so
I do.
bad. Almost like you should give me a magic sword.
Gonna give you a magic sword just so I stop getting confused. No other reason.
All right. So here we go.
Don't forget plus.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I certainly will. Okay, so on the first hit, 11 slashing damage. And while I'm hitting her, I might as well... So I am going to smite on this hit.
Nice.
12 radiant damage.
Ooh.
So a total of 23 damage.
Beautiful.
Hot.
And then I get to make my second attack.
Nice.
Alright, so I swing on her again while she's down here. Not too shabby. I'm gonna hit again. That's a 21 to hit.
Yep, hits.
And I rolled the exact same thing on both times. Okay, so it's gonna be another 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
So total of 34 this turn.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Papa Pia.
Cool. You are distinctly doing damage to this dragon. You see that it is bleeding, kind of like sparkling, like
Ooh.
bronzy, half kind of like astral looking.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Reagan, why don't you do that?
I have no idea. What the fuck?
Like ichor.
His skin's too dry. All we see are the flakes.
At the end of your turn, she is, however, going to go ahead and take a legendary action. And she is going to stretch out those wings. No point in doing this before when she was restrained, but now there's a point in it. And she will beat her wings. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Malachi.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I do.
I did roll a 19, though, so it's going to be an 18.
Nice.
Plus, I get to add my bless. And actually, wait, I'm in my own aura, so I get my...
Yeah, you're
cap-
good. You pass.
So, yeah, it's like 25.
Cool. Yeah, you definitely pass. You are not knocked prone. You manage to stay on your feet, and you only take half of the bludgeoning damage from this wind that is created by the dragon's wings as she takes off. However, that is still 8 points of damage.
I'm up!
You are up.
Phenomenal turn for Malachi.
Phenomenal turn for Malachi.
And the dragon...
I am not doing well, fellas.
The dragon will take off and will kind of circle above you guys' heads. So she is up. She will go up... she's going to go up 30 feet and kind of just be like basically right above where she was, but 30 feet in the air.
You guys see Malachi sort of stumble back a little bit and kind of like turn around with a little bit of like a pleased but dazed look on his face. Okay, Regin, you're Ascent. I'm done.
Finn, that is Nurgle's turn.
I'm actually gonna give a little whistle, call Nurgle back to me. I think I want the advantage
Cool.
now.
Nurgle comes back to you. Regin, that is your turn. Regin, can I have you make a perception check as well?
It's a 6.
A 6? Okay. Yeah, you don't gain any particular insight. There's a lot going on. There's thunder, lightning above you, etc.
Okay. I want to speak to her.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna kind of, like, plant myself and look up at her. And I'm like, I don't want to fight you for this. I have been fighting you for my entire life. And at this point, I don't want to have to do that anymore. I'm not going to fight you.
Make a persuasion check.
Malachi, he knows it's his Ascent, right?
Regin, bud.
It's a 16.
Okay. She kind of keeps flying around, and she sort of, like, cranes her neck and down to look at you. And she says, "There's a difference between fighting against something and fighting for something. Show me what you can do."
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was with the try.
I call over Regin. You haven't been fighting her, you've been fighting yourself.
It was a metaphor.
I lean into Nurgle and I'm just like,
It was a good metaphor.
So stop fighting yourself and, yeah, show her what you can do.
With that, Regin, I will say that what you do kind of realize as you're looking up at this dragon is that despite the fact that she is, like, flying around and, like, that the lightning from the storm is not affecting her at all, and the fact that she's literally breathing lightning and all that, you do not get the sense that... You get the sense that your own lightning would still have an effect here. That it is not like lightning is completely useless in this place, as you feel all the hairs on your arms kind of standing up.
Here we see Hannah attempting to convince Nolani to use Lightning Bolt the spell.
Up to you. You can also make an insight check for me if you want.
I don't think I want to.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Cool. That one I think you do make a spell attack? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry, which bolt is that?
I think the spell is cursed. For me in particular. Rolled a 4.
Okay. Yeah,
so
I don't think...
plus... Yeah, no.
I don't think that's gonna
I'm
get
not
you.
even gonna roll it.
Yeah.
Discouraged by not being able to persuade her.
Yeah, you don't really... You meant what you said. You don't really want to be doing this fight. You kind of, like, raise your hand and shoot a bolt of lightning into the sky, and it just kind of goes wide as the dragon is flying around. And you see she sort of, like, pauses a little bit and kind of, like, glances down at you, and you can't quite read her expression.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back. I threw off my groove.
Stop fighting yourself.
I was giving a speech. So hang on.
It's your Ascent, Regin.
Can I take 5? I need to go to the makeup department.
Finn, that is your turn.
I shout up, "I don't really mind fighting you, I just don't want you to kill me. You understand, right?"
Oh, yes, again, this is fine.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
What?
And do I get advantage on both of them from Nurgle, or just one?
Just the first one.
Regin is sitting off to the side in one of those folding canvas chairs.
Nurgle is perched on my arm like a sight on a gun barrel as I aim up at the dragon. 19 to hit.
That does hit.
And a 22 to hit.
Both hit. Roll your damage.
Ooh.
18 damage.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. The dragon continues to bleed this golden blood that kind of, like, is falling down from above you guys.
I have a bucket.
Oh, gee. What? You're gonna collect her blood?
I'm sorry, it's gold. I got excited.
And then I'm going to send my tentacle over so it's, like, next to Regin.
Okay, cool.
And I give him a big thumbs up and I mouth, "Your Ascent."
It's not helping at all.
Sick. That is the Bright Spark's turn. First up, let's see about Breath Weapon.
Finn, have you not figured out that I do terribly under pressure? Like, I don't handle pressure well.
You gotta stop fighting yourself.
I've never known you not under pressure.
Yeah, and I have not been doing well this entire time.
Stop fighting yourself, Regin.
She is going to fly down, and she is going to make 3 attacks. First, she is going to come down and she is going to try to bite at Malachi.
Rip to me, guys.
Crunchy.
Oh, fuck.
That's a 10.
Oh, good.
She, her teeth sink into the outside of your armor.
I do like a Neo backwards.
She will go ahead.
That was the most dexterous thing I've ever done.
As you come back up, she will take a claw attack, also at you. Okay, that's a 13.
I dodged that too. Oh my god.
The Mariner's plate is good.
Yeah, she'd really like to knock you out. She'll go ahead and take the 3rd attack against you as well.
You know what? Taking off the other guys. That's what it takes for.
Runs in the family,
Yep.
Grandma.
That is a 23 to hit.
Bye to Malachi and bless, guys.
So that is, yeah, yep, 15 slashing
I'm
damage.
out.
You
I'm
are
down.
you are down.
I'm gone.
Bless drops. Malachi is unconscious.
As I'm doing the Neo backwards thing right before I come back into the before I come up into the claw, I, like backwards, like fingers at my eyes, at Regin's eyes. Your Ascent.
Great, now he's dead, and those are his last words to me. Have I not told you guys that I have a thing about people dying?
I told you to stop fighting yourself.
Oh yeah, I forgot, Regin. I forgot that you have the unique trait of not liking when people die. That's just a you thing.
I will kill you myself.
Okay, you
Really? I wouldn't think you would like that.
No, at this point you're making it easy.
you don't have blessed anymore is the problem.
Or Aura. Great, Malachi.
Oh, fuck,
that's your
yeah.
turn. Immediately make me a death saving throw.
Oh Jesus, I have to do those.
Can Nurgle provide mouth to mouth?
No.
That was a 19.
Okay, one
so.
success. Sweet. That is Nurgle's turn.
Stick with me, kid.
Hang on, can Nurgle give me a potion?
Oh.
No. Nurgle cannot administer
Oh.
potions in
Oh, damn.
this situation.
Rip. What if this is all another elaborate plot to assassinate Nurgle?
Oh God.
Maybe now that Malachi is unconscious, Regin will stop fighting.
Okay. Regin.
Okay, dex save, please.
I will gladly give you a dex save.
Is this lightning bolt?
Yeah.
Hot.
And I'm going to say that the dragon, kind of after downing Malachi, now that she can fly away without the paladin opportunity attacking her, she takes off again and is just kind of starting to rise back up into the air. She is going to
That's
make
fine.
a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
13.
No.
How much damage do I take?
8d6.
Yeah.
Do I even have 8d6s?
Ooh.
I don't even have 8d6s.
I whispered to Nurgle. Does this mean he stopped fighting himself?
Oh my god, and Malachi doesn't even get to see it.
Oh, I do have 8d6s.
Oh wow.
Nope, that's... I have 7d6s.
Roll your favorite twice.
Yeah.
Roll whichever one rolls the worst twice.
It's gonna be 35 lightning damage.
Ooh, yes.
Cool.
Yes.
You see... Do you want to describe it, or do you want me to describe it?
I like it when you do
Cool.
it. But make it sexy.
Regin, you see Malachi drop, you see the dragon start to take off, and you feel this... It's more frustration than anything else. You tried to talk your way out of this. You tried using little bits of magic to figure out the most strategic thing to do, and at this point... You're exhausted with all of this. You raise up your finger and you feel the storm respond to you. Except, unlike when storms have responded to you before, this time your head is clear, your target is clear, you know exactly what you're doing as you raise your hand and you feel this bolt of lightning stretch out from your fingers, all of the hair on your body standing straight on end as this pure blast of power just impacts into the bright spark as she is starting to take off from Malachi's unconscious body. You see it hits her so hard that she does like a spin in the air, kind of taken aback by the force of it, and kind of like flips around and grins down at you. You see now like very much on her like last legs. As she kind of grins down at you, and she says, "That's what I was looking for." She sort of like flies around a little bit, and kind of like, well, it's not her turn, so she can't mechanically move anywhere else. But she, for the flavor of it, she does like a little bit of another spin, and she kind of goes like, "You want to keep going, or you want to stop here? You want to see if you can finish this?"
Finn, tap in.
All right, my Ascent.
Finn, that's your turn.
Finally, it's time to understand my dragon heritage.
Yeah, considering that your last one was a bit of a fuck up, I figure you need one.
All right, yeah. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast with Nurgle guiding.
You gotta let Regin finish her off. Come on.
Regin tapped in.
Terrible.
All right, 17 on the first one.
17 does not hit.
Oh?
Oh, fuck. And 14 on the second one.
You guys better hope y'all don't get hit.
Oh, no.
You go to do the, you send your Eldritch Blast up, she just kind of, like, dodges around them at this point.
Alright, fine, my Ascent, I get it.
Alright.
Cool, that is her turn.
Oh.
Then
I run over to Malachi. And I want to feed him my healing potion.
It's a bonus action to drink yourself. It's an action to give to someone else.
All right, then I run over to Malachi and I draw my tentacle in, so it's with us.
Nice. That is the Bright Spark's turn. Still no breath weapon. She will go ahead and she'll go for Finn. She's gonna go in and try and bite you.
Draw Regin's ire.
Go ahead! This is my Ascent, and I'll stand tall against you!
I just crit.
Oh no, we're dead. Regin, you gotta do something, bud.
The dice are telling a story, man.
We cannot TPK at the Ascent.
I'm a huge fan of the story the dice are telling. You might still be up from this. No, actually, maybe not. Yeah, nope.
How much can the tentacle take, Andy?
Oh, that's true. This is.
Oh, yeah!
This is 21 damage.
Oh my god.
No, it's not! It is halved by my tentacle!
He's still up!
So, as you say that this is your Ascent, these teeth just, like, clamp into you. You had just been bringing the tentacle over, so you just barely kind of managed to get it in there and, like, deflect a couple of the teeth.
Yeah, how's that taste?
She is gonna go with her claws, because she still has two more attacks.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Pause. How far away was I?
From these guys, I believe you're...
Well, I stayed within 10 feet of you guys, so I'm 10 feet away right now if Finn's by me.
Yeah, so you can be 10 feet away.
Can I shield?
You can't shield an attack of someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carry on.
And,
Sorry, thought about it. Can't do it.
That's...
Not today. Stars.
My Ascent.
10 slashing damage to you with the claw.
Ha ha ha! You can try to bite me, but my Ascent will never fall to... Oh!
No.
Finn also goes down. Regin...
I turn to Regin as I fall in slow motion and whisper, "Your Ascent!" And then I fall on top of Malachi.
Good.
I look at the bread spark and I'm like, you're really hammering the point in here, huh?
She grins, her toothy grin. She's got one more claw attack. She's gonna go ahead and take it on you.
Ah, shit. Just kill us dead, Bright Spark.
Okay. That is a 17 to hit.
No, it's not. Shield, motherfucker.
Cool.
Yes.
She comes in with the claw, and this magical shield comes up in front of you and just deflects it off the shield.
The ghosts of Finn and Malachi are sitting, like, on the edge of the rocks, like the ghosts in Stardust, watching this action, cheering.
I was going to say you're like Obi-Wan at the end of episode 6.
Malachi,
All the dead brothers.
I do need a death saving throw from you.
Again. All right. Well, we'll see. Oh, that's a fail, boys.
Sitting at 1 success, 1 fail. Regin, that is you. You can see she's in front of, she is very low on health. She is like kind of like breathing heavily, bleeding.
Okay. I'm going to loose my Warhammer
Cool.
and make a 2-handed attack.
Yeah, awesome.
Use your magic.
It's a 12.
Bro.
Yeah. Does not hit. You still have a bonus action.
What story are the dice telling?
At the very least, you could drink Finn's potion so that we don't TPK.
No.
Bro, please.
I'm gonna rage.
No. Okay.
And is desperately trying to calculate how she cannot kill Regin in one turn.
What I'm trying to calculate is whether I want to, I don't want to be like, these are what your abilities are.
Please do.
Yeah.
Do you remember about quickening spells?
Hmm?
Okay, cool. So, then,
Just not doing it.
Well, okay. You know what? I'm not gonna rage. Yeah. Okay. So what's gonna happen is I go in with the hammer, whiff with the hammer, and like, fuck it, I'll rage, go to rage, decide not to, burn 2 points, quicken spell shatter centered on her heart.
Cruel.
I will make a con save. 16.
Oh.
Is that your exact DC?
Well, my DC is 15. Is
Okay.
that right?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we went over this last time.
Okay.
It's gonna be 6.
Once you have it,
Correct. 6 is the halved.
she had 5 hit points.
Oh!
I knew it!
Hannah, I think that falls into the category of extremely fucked up.
Yeah. I said she was bleeding.
Good move. Good move.
Regin, you feel this rage boiling inside you, and for a second, all you can think of is just keeping yourself up and trying to get that hit in again. You feel the hammer in your hands as it just kind of slid off the side of her scales. But as you've still got the hammer kind of pressed up against her neck, you just kind of send this extra surge of magic through it, and the hammer gives out this kind of pulse, and you see it kind of resonates in the center of her, and this kind of spectral draconic form just into a puff of wind and clouds and lightning as it just kind of dissipates in front of you. I presume do you want to give the potion to Malachi and let him get Finn?
Yeah, I stand there awkwardly for a minute, like,
Okay.
okay, that was expecting wisdom or something. Okay. And I put my hammer back up and I go and I scoop Finn up in a fireman's carry and rifle through his pockets and shotgun for Malachi. I help Malachi's unconscious body. I help Malachi's unconscious body shotgun a potion.
Cool.
All right.
Malachi, you wake up to the potion being dumped down your throat. Finn still unconscious.
I shoot sitting up with my hands at the ready.
Now you're good.
And I look around and I don't see anything.
It's done.
You got it?
Yeah, it's done. We're done.
Did you Where's... I see Finn. Oh.
I know, I got him too. Yeah, no, it's... We can, I think we can head out now.
So it was just you?
Well, she was here too.
I hug Regin. You did it.
I'm baffled, but I hug Mel back. I'm like, okay, yes, you weren't that close to die. I mean, you've had worse. I'm patting him.
Regin, I'm hugging you. No, it's... I'm happy for you.
Oh,
I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
I don't say man. That's not a Malachi thing. I just say I'm...
Our Ascent, right?
I don't know why I turned him into a frat bro for just
it's
that
the shotgunning that did that to you.
No. I'm proud of you, Regin.
Thanks.
I know that was hard for you.
I'm proud of you, too. Here.
Do it with magic?
Do you want to take...
Yeah, I pat Finn on the back after this hug. And I lay on hands Finn for however many, I don't know. Cool. I'll give you 10.
Oh, thanks. I didn't miss a hug, did I?
No, don't worry. You were in the hug. I mean, mostly
nice.
Just your legs, but...
Did we win? What happened?
Yeah, we won.
Regin did it.
It's over.
He did it.
Nice. You can put me down now, Regin.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Regin,
you're
it's
actually,
okay.
You're kind of doing like a nice heat therapy thing on my shoulder.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine staying too. Either way.
Okay.
Congratulations.
What?
You guys turn to
I
see
drop Finn.
What looks like a very beautiful dragonborn woman who is kind of standing similarly to the bright sparks form, kind of half transparent, half glittering with these kind of bronzy light. The storm is still kind of raging overhead. It hasn't quieted or anything, but it's definitely not affecting you guys. And you see this dragonborn woman kind of leaning against the rock. And she sort of, as you guys turn to notice her, she sort of steps toward you and spreads out her hands a little bit, and she goes, "Sorry about all the, fighting and tearing you apart with my teeth. That's sort of dragons, This is how we are."
Malachi's eyes widen comically.
Yeah, no, for sure. We'll get out of your hair.
I pat Regin heavily on the back towards her.
I just want to congratulate you, all three of you. I know it wasn't
his Ascent.
Our Ascent.
We'll get there. I know it wasn't
our Ascent.
The easiest climb, and
I whispered to Nurgle, it was my Ascent for a little bit.
For a little bit.
I don't know if you necessarily found what you were looking for, but sometimes, I hope you learned something anyway, and I think maybe I hope you found something. I was never one for great wisdom.
This cryptic bitch.
She sort of waves her hand and she says, before you go, before you go, I did want to, gift you with something. We don't make people just climb to the top of a mountain and risk their lives just to walk away empty-handed.
Oh, that's very cool of you. I kind of thought this was one of those, the doing it is the thing situations. I didn't know there was prize money.
We're dragons. We're big on,
that's great.
We're big on treasure and things.
Yeah, we are. All right.
We like to have things.
I draw my shirt closed over my chest filled with gold.
My hand is behind me, feeling Mel's.
So you're just touching my pecs then, bro.
She holds out her hand, actually first to Finn, and she says, "Mr. Fisher, if you wouldn't mind."
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, he's
Hi.
a
She wants to dance.
I wouldn't mind at all. No one's ever called me Mr. Fisher before.
You kind of, she holds out her hand to you, and as you kind of stretch out your hand toward her, she takes one kind of clawed finger and touches the inside of your forearm. And you see, Finn, a small scale begin to emerge on your skin.
Oh God, Regin, can I borrow the lotion?
No.
Unlike Regin's scales, yours looks vaguely like a gemstone. And she says, as a gift for completing the ascent, walking through the paths of the of the dragons. You are a friend to the Dragon Isles. You are welcome here whenever you need a shelter. It will find you. And you, your spirit, your kind of youthfulness and way of looking at the world, your creativity.
I bat my eyelashes at her.
Okay.
Wow, Finn's fairy?
Reminds me of the gemstone dragons. I am gifting you with the boon of the gemstone dragons. What this does, Andy, you gain the feat that is called Gift of the Gemstone Dragons. Thank you. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast for being very convenient for me. First off, you get to increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma score by 1.
Ooh.
I remember from looking at your sheet that that's going to come in handy. Second of all, you gain access to a new reaction. When you take damage from a creature that is within 10 feet of you, you can use your reaction to emanate telekinetic energy. The creature that dealt damage to you must succeed on a strength saving throw or take 2d8 force damage and be pushed 10 feet away from you. You can use this reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Oh, that's sick.
I'll send that to you after the session.
But what color is the scale?
Up to you.
Let's sort of like a bluish green. It looks like a fish scale almost,
Like perhaps in
but crystal.
an aquamarine, perhaps.
Yes.
Matches the Eldritch Blast.
She then looks at Malachi and she goes, Malachi Kassir.
Me?
Yes, yes, you. Your strength in battle and the way that you've used it to fight for many things, fight for the people around you, fight for ideals you believe in, fight for the god you're following.
You know her?
She laughs a little and she's like, I'm just an echo. But, you should learn to be more in tune with the world around you, more able to draw on the powers around you, and to be flexible with the way that you apply your strength. The chromatic dragons always excelled at that, in using their strength and their fortitude to fight for the things they wanted. She taps the inside of your forearm, and you see a chromatic scale appear there, as you gain the gift of the chromatic dragon. First off, as a bonus action, you can touch a simple or martial weapon and infuse it with one of the following damage types: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. For the next minute, the weapon deals an extra 1d4 damage of the chosen type when it hits. After you use this ability, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. You also gain access to a new reaction. When you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison damage, you can use your reaction to give yourself resistance to that instance of damage. So basically just totally halve the damage when you get hit by it. You can use that reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended uses on a long rest.
What color is it?
Thank you.
What color do you want it to be?
I don't want to choose right now.
Valid.
I have to think about it. For flavor, I would say green.
I
but
also would say green for flavor. That
would
was
say
my
green.
instinct as well.
No matter where Malachi stands, there's always like a leaf or something blocking our view of the scales. We don't know.
She then turns to Regin and she says, Railthorin Starkweather.
Ooh, full name from Grandma. All right.
You didn't really want to fight. That surprised me.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of sick of it in some ways.
I can understand that. I began to get sick of fighting too. I know what that feels like. But your magic can be used for things beyond just fighting. You hold out your arm, and she touches the inside of your forearm, and you see a scale like the ones that you already have, but this one's a little bit bigger, a little bit
look,
shinier.
he's got another one.
Wow, thank you.
And she says, this, I think, will help you. Your magic does not need only to harm. It already can protect, but now perhaps it can heal as well, and perhaps it can protect others.
Oh.
You gain the Gift of the Metallic Dragon. Regin, you learn the Cure Wounds spell. You can cast this spell without expending a spell slot once, and then you can also cast this spell using the spell slots you have. Additionally, as a reaction, you can manifest protective wings that shield you or others from attacks. When you or another creature you can see within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to manifest spectral wings from your back for a moment. Roll a d4 and grant a bonus to the target's AC equal to the number rolled against that attack roll, potentially causing it to miss. Again, proficiency bonus times for long rest. She smiles at you, and you see, unlike the full draconic form of her, which had mostly just been lightning and teeth and blood and all that, this form of her is more understanding. And you remember the story of the god who'd ended up dying because she'd gotten tired of fighting with another god and had ended up leading to both of them being destroyed. And she smiles and she says, "Go forth, Regin, and
prosper.
Fight for the people around you."
Multiply.
Sure, all that too.
I hug her.
She hugs you back. It's a very kind of funny feeling to be hugging this, like, echo of a god. And I think as the lightning and thunder continue to kind of rumble quietly overhead, I think that is where we will go ahead and end our session. As you guys have completed the ascent.
Our ascent.
Your ascent.
Wow.
Okay, thank you so much for listening. If you like that and you'd like to hear more of our content and see more of our content, you can follow us on social media. We are at Ship of Fools Cast on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. And you can also catch us on Patreon. We're patreon.com/shipoffools, where we have a lot of cool and fun bonus content, including our after show, where we talk about the events of the episode, and our bonus campaign, Folio, the Shakespearean-themed campaign DM'd by Andy. So check out our Patreon for that. As usual, we have a few people we need to thank. Thank you so much to Lucas Mangold for our theme music. You can find him at lucascarlmusic@gmail.com for all of your music needs. Thank you also to Theo Golden for our logo art. You can find him at tgoldenart on Instagram. And you can find us back with another episode on September 14th is when we will be back with episode 31, and to see where the boys are going next. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening, and until then, we will see you on the open seas. Bye!
Guys, let's discuss how good my hair looks today.
Looks very nice.
Thank you. I washed it.
Wow.
Do we need to have the auditory medium talk again?
Do we need to have the some things are just for you guys talk?